We have some breaking news here on Dolphins Today. Miami has announced that they have extended tight end Durham Smythe through the 2025 season. They made the news official just moments ago on Twitter, announcing the first contract extension that we have seen this offseason, and it goes to tight end Durham Smythe. And this is exactly why you subscribe, because when the Dolphins make a move, we get you guys video. I think one subscriber said we're faster than ABC News here at Chat Sports. So be sure to subscribe to the channel because we're always going to have you covered when Dolphins news breaks. Trying to get to 41,000 subscribers by the end of the week. Help us get there and hit that subscribe button below. Tom Pelissero has the details. The Dolphins are signing tight end Durham Smythe to a 2-year extension for $7.75 million with $5.5 million fully guaranteed per source. The deal includes a raise to $4.5 million for the 2023 season, max value of $8.75 million. So I think this is a really good deal for Durham Smythe, who has spent his entire 5-year career with Miami. Actually signed a 2-year deal with the Dolphins last season, now signing a 2-year extension. He was set to become a free agent after next season. 4th-round pick out of Notre Dame in 2018. Came in with Mike Gesicki in that class and could be the Dolphins' top tight end this season after the departure of Mike Gesicki. And yeah, they didn't really sign a big-name tight end in free agency. We'll break down the depth chart here in a second. I still think they could draft a tight end, but I also think they have a lot of faith in Durham Smythe to kind of have a breakout season this next year with Miami. Grade the extension down in the comments section. Type A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know how you're feeling about the Durham Smythe extension. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when ad break comes, go down, chime in, grade the Durham Smythe extension. Here were the numbers this past season for Smythe. Very much down from 2021, kind of similar to Mike Gesicki. 15 receptions, 129 yards, 8.6 yards per catch, 1 touchdown. The previous season, 2021, was the best season of his career. 34 receptions for 357 yards. But when you look at the current tight end situation in Miami, this next year could prove to be a breakout season for Durham Smythe, where he's going to be the guy. Keep in mind, he was not the guy at tight end the last couple of years, kind of backing up Mike Gesicki as the second tight end. He certainly was the better blocking tight end, might fit Mike McDaniel's scheme a little bit better than Gesicki did. But when I'm looking at Smythe, I think that he could put up pretty big numbers this year. He was actually really close with Mike Gesicki, so I think kind of being the Robin to Gesicki's Batman didn't really bother him. But now with Gesicki in New England, and Gesicki got, $4 million a year from New England, about what this Smythe deal averages out to be. So this is a really good deal for Durham Smythe. And I think with Gesicki in New England, Smythe could put up pretty big numbers this year. Again, the Dolphins still could draft a tight end. We'll have to wait and see. Speaking of the draft, go get your draft hats right now. Chatsports.com/Dolphins Draft Live. Y'all been hitting me up on Twitter and in the comments that you have gotten your draft hats, and these are pretty fresh, man. I like the flat bills. I like some of the other options you have to choose from. The Dolphins have the best color scheme in all of sports. I think we can all agree on that, and they look great. Those colors look great on these draft caps from Fanatics. Chatsports.com/Dolphins Draft. Go and pick up your Dolphins draft hats right now. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Taking a look at the Dolphins tight end depth chart as of right now, and this could change. Durham Smythe is going to be the guy going into next season. You cut Ethan Carter. He's not going to be back. Mike Gesicki left in free agency. You traded Hunter Long. So there's been a lot of changes in this tight end room this offseason. And of course, you signed Eric Saubert in free agency, who is a good blocking tight end, was a good second tight end in Denver this past season. Even with this Smythe extension, though, even with the Dolphins kind of putting their faith in Durham Smythe for the next couple of seasons to maybe be the guy at tight end, I still expect Miami to draft a tight end and do so relatively early in this NFL draft. They have been linked to several tight ends. Here are some of those names. Darnell Washington, I think, is kind of our dream target, right? He would be outstanding. The question is he going to be on the board when the Dolphins have their first selection in the second round at number 51 overall? Luke Musgrave, kind of the same question. Not sure if he's going to be there. I've seen some mocks that have Musgrave going late second. I've also seen some mock drafts that have him going late first. So there's a wide range there for Musgrave. Sam Laporta might be available as well. He's more realistic than maybe Washington or Musgrave. Tucker Kraft, I think when you get into the third round, could be an absolute steal. I don't think he's getting as much buzz because of the school he attended. Darnell Washington, Musgrave, Laporta, they went to Power 5 schools. Tucker Kraft, meanwhile, played for the Jackrabbits in Division II, South Dakota State University, FCS, yes. And then Luke Schoonmaker from Michigan could be a guy in the third round as well. But when you're talking about the Dolphins selection in the second round, if Darnell Washington is there, you absolutely have to take this guy. This is going to be an absolute steal if he falls to 51. I don't think he's going to fall, but if he does, you absolutely have to take him. I saw a mock draft today from Bruce Feldman that had Darnell Washington going in the first round. So him falling to 52 would be a miracle, but we've certainly seen crazier things happen. And Darnell Washington, man, and Mike McDaniel's offense would put up really big numbers and would probably compete with Smythe for the most targets at the tight end position right away. Do you think the Dolphins should draft a tight end in the second round? Y for yes, in for no, down in the comment section. Go down and let me know. What do you think? I would say yes. I do believe they're going to draft a tight end in the second round, maybe offensive line or running back in the third round. When you're talking about the next guy that could get extended here after Durham Smythe, I expect that to be Christian Wilkins. And we've heard a lot about a Wilkins extension, the possibility of it. I certainly hope that happens soon. You need to lock him up. He's a fantastic player and a fantastic guy to have in the locker room. Zach Sealer, he's going to be a free agent after next season. Drew Rosenhaus is his agent, which is certainly good news if you're a Dolphins fan. Robert Hunt, also a free agent after next season. He did a fantastic job at right guard. You should lock him up. Any good offensive lineman you should consider locking up, which that includes Connor Williams, who certainly exceeded expectations at center. I'd be a little bit surprised, though, if Williams got extended. It's certainly possible the Dolphins are going to draft a center. We will see what happens there. But Williams is also going to be a free agent after the conclusion of this upcoming season. Going back to Wilkins, though, here's what Mike McDaniel told the Sun Sentinel at last week's league meetings about a Wilkins extension. That's a priority of ours, and that's something that a group of people have to work on together to do something that makes the most sense for the individual and the team. That process will be steadfast, but it's a priority of ours. I know Chris Greer and Brandon Shore are working on that, as well as Christian's representation. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, because if the Dolphins extend Wilkins, make any other moves, we're going to get you guys a video. And we have a very special guest joining the show later this week. Stay tuned for that. I wonder who that's going to be. Producer Jeff Cooperstein. He knows. I know. Y'all don't know yet, but y'all know very soon. Who do you want to extend next? Go down in the comment section. Let me know. I would say Christian Wilkins. I'm sure y'all say the same down in the comments.